Before the video begins, take a moment to review the video lesson's expectations. Happy learning!
Hola clase! Today we are talking about the verb jugar. So our objectives for today are to learn how to form the verb jugar, so what are the conjugations of jugar, and to practice using jugar to talk about playing sports. So there is more than one way to say our English verb to play in Spanish. We actually already know both of these. They're used in different contexts. You want to use jugar when you mean playing a sport or a game, and use tocar when you mean playing a musical instrument or a CD. So if we look at the examples at the bottom, our English example is I play soccer, and in Espanol that would be yo juego al fútbol. Then our other English sentence we have is I play the guitar. In Spanish, that would be yo toco la guitarra. So like I said before, you want to use jugar to talk about playing a sport or a game. Now, jugar is not a regular verb, it's what we call a stem-changing verb. We've seen some of these before. For jugar, it is a stem-changing verb in which the U in jugar changes to a UE in all forms except nosotros or nosotras and vosotros or vosotras. So listen to how I pronounce jugar. That U makes a U sound. Jugar. When we replace it with UE, that sound then becomes jue. Juegar. So here are all of our forms of jugar. Remember that jugar means to play. In the yo form, to say I play, we have juego. In the tu form, to say you play, we have juegas. The tu form is the informal way to say you play. In the él, ella, usted form, to say he or she plays or you play, we have juega. Usted is a more formal way to say you play. In the nosotros or nosotras form, to say we play, we have jugamos. Notice here that the stem does not change. In the vosotros and the vosotras form, to say y'all play, we have jugáis. Again, notice here that the stem does not change. The vosotros and vosotras form is only used in Spain. And in the ellos, ellas, ustedes form, to say they or you all play, we have juegan. When you use jugar with the name of a sport, then we use the formula jugar a and then the sport name. Now, most sports are masculine, so when we have a plus an L, remember that those two combine to form the conjunction all. We'll see that in our examples. So the first example we have is my cousin plays soccer. We know we're going to use the verb jugar. So taking a look back at your chart, think about how you would say my cousin plays. What form of jugar are you going to use? Go ahead and think for a second. You're going to want to use the él, ella, usted form of jugar to say he or she plays. If we replaced my cousin with a pronoun, we could say él or ella, he or she. So we know we're going to use juega in our sentence. Now we need to fill in the rest of our sentence. We have my cousin plays soccer. Using your vocab lists and what you already know, go ahead and pause the video and write that sentence in Spanish. My cousin plays soccer. You should have gotten mi primo, or if you wrote mi prima, that's also fine. Mi primo juega al fútbol. Notice there that we see that all, the a and the el combining to form all. Mi primo juega al fútbol. Don't forget the period at the end of your sentence. Our next sentence we have is we play football, American football. Again, we know we're going to use jugar, so go ahead and take a look back at your chart. Are we going to use a form of jugar that has a stem change, or will it not have a stem change? In this case, because we're in the nosotros form, jugar is not going to have a stem change when we conjugate it, so it becomes jugamos. Go ahead and pause the video and attempt to write that sentence in Spanish. We play football. You should have gotten something along the lines of Jugamos al fútbol americano. Our last example we have is they play baseball in the Dominican Republic. We've got quite a longer sentence here. What we're focusing on right now is the part where it says they play baseball. Again, we know we're going to use jugar because that's the verb we're focusing on. We are looking for our form of jugar that means they play. Is it going to have a stem change? Go ahead and take a look back at your chart and figure out which form of jugar we're going to use in this sentence. For this one, we're going to use the form of jugar that says juegan. It is going to have a stem change because it's in the ellos, ellas, ustedes form. Now let's look at the whole sentence. They play baseball in the Dominican Republic. Go ahead and pause the video and attempt to write that whole sentence in Spanish using juegan. Hopefully you wrote juegan al béisbol en la República Dominicana. Now the country name may have been a little tricky. In English we say the Dominican Republic, but in Spanish we would say la República Dominicana. Let's go ahead and look at our practices.